Doug drives a car straight into the set while the Anaconda chases him, smashing through everything in its way. Steve and Kat press the buttons to trigger the explosions. Big blasts shake the ground, but the Anaconda is still alive. It roars and keeps moving toward them. The film begins in the Brazilian jungle. A young woman named Anna is sitting inside a vehicle with her friend Chad. They are hiding and quietly talking about how to escape. Chad tells Anna that it is too dangerous to leave right now because something deadly is moving through the jungle outside. He believes they should wait. Anna does not listen. She decides she cannot stay any longer. She jumps out, gets on a motorbike, and speeds away through the jungle. From a distance, a man named Mark sees Anna escaping. He quickly alerts his group, and they rush after her. Anna rides as fast as she can, but eventually abandons the bike and jumps into a boat to continue her escape across the water. Mark and his men chase her in their own boat, closing in fast. Suddenly, the water explodes as a giant anaconda attacks. The massive snake crashes into Mark's boat and instantly grabs one of his men. The man is killed immediately, and chaos erupts on the river. This terrifying attack sets the tone for what is to come. Back in California, the story shifts to a man named Doug. Doug is pitching an idea to a couple. His idea is about a monster attacking a couple who are forced to work together to defeat the creature. Doug is excited about his concept, but the couple is not interested. Doug works as a wedding videographer, and the couple only wants a simple wedding video, one that looks exactly like every other wedding video Doug has made before. They do not want anything creative or different. Even though Doug dreams of making monster movies, he is stuck filming weddings to make a living. In another place, we meet an actor named Ron. Ron is inside his vanity van, getting ready for work. He practices his lines and prepares himself, hoping this role will help his career. Ron is heading to a movie set where he has a very small role, just one line to say alongside the main actor. When filming begins, Ron struggles. Take after take, he keeps saying the line incorrectly. The crew grows frustrated, and eventually, Ron is fired from the role. Disappointed, he walks away from the set. As Ron leaves, he notices posters for the movie Anaconda, which was first released in 1997. The posters catch his attention, reminding him of the kind of movies he once hoped to be part of. 2 days later, Doug arrives home with his wife. When he opens the door, he is surprised to see several people inside the house. His close friends are there to celebrate his birthday. Doug is very happy to see them, but he is especially excited to reunite with Steve, who now works as a banker, and Kat, who has become a divorce lawyer. Soon after, the fourth member of their old friend group arrives, Ron. Ron is thrilled to see Doug again after many years apart. Ron has planned something special. He sets up a screening of a creature movie the group made when they were kids. Doug directed the movie back then, and the friends gather around to watch it together. As the movie plays, they see their younger selves on screen. Steve played the monster, while Kat and Ron acted as a couple. Ron had written himself as the hero of the story. In the final scene, Ron's character announces that no one will ever hurt his friends while he is around. He then shoots and destroys the monster. Watching the movie fills the group with laughter and happiness. Doug feels proud and emotional seeing the film he made as a child and sharing the moment with his friends again. The next day, Ron takes everyone out to a restaurant. While eating, they talk about their childhood love for monster movies, especially the film Anaconda starring Jennifer Lopez and Ice Cube. Ron explains that the original Anaconda movie was inspired by a Japanese novel. Ron then reveals something shocking. He says he once met the author's wife while visiting a studio, and she wanted to reboot the Anaconda franchise. Ron claims that he bought the rights to the story. This surprises everyone. Steve and Kat are amazed and instantly excited. Ron suggests a bold idea. He wants Doug to direct the new movie, while the group helps produce it together. Doug feels unsure. He explains that making a real movie costs a lot of money, and he does not have the funds. Ron suggests they all pool their money and work together. Doug feels torn. He is careful with risks and thinks about his family. Still, Ron keeps encouraging him, saying everything will work out if they believe in it. Later, Doug returns home and sees his son watching one of his old homemade movies with joy. Seeing this reminds Doug of his passion for filmmaking. His wife notices his hesitation and gently encourages him to follow his dream of finally making a real creature movie. At first, Doug is scared that making a movie will waste a lot of money. But one day, while he is sitting alone editing boring wedding videos, he realizes something important. This is not the life he wants. He feels unhappy and knows he does not belong in this job forever. Doug finally decides to follow his dream. He starts writing the Anaconda movie script with help from his friends. Together, they take out loans and gather enough money to make a low-budget film. They choose to shoot the movie in Brazil, hoping it will be exciting and fun. To make the movie realistic, they need a real snake. Steve contacts a man named Carlos, who claims he can help. Carlos brings them a very large snake and promises it is not poisonous. He explains that real jungle anacondas are extremely dangerous and kill by squeezing their victims. But this snake is safe. Doug plans to film risky scenes using the harmless snake. At the same time, nearby, Anna is hiding inside a small restaurant. Mark is still searching for her. She notices keys belonging to a drunk man and quietly takes them. Anna sneaks outside and decides to steal a boat to escape. By chance, Carlos is loading his snake onto the same boat. While doing this, he accidentally breaks the snake's container. Just then, Anna shows up and introduces herself to the group as a boat driver. Since they need help, the crew accepts her offer. The group sets off together on the river, amazed by the beautiful jungle scenery around them. The next day, filming begins near a large waterfall. Ron and Kat act in front of the camera, and Doug films the scene in a documentary-style way. Everyone enjoys working together. The filming feels exciting and alive. During this time, old feelings begin to return between Ron and Kat, and they start to feel close again. That night, as everyone sleeps, Carlos's snake slithers near Ron. Ron wakes up, sees the snake, and screams in terror. The entire group rushes over. Carlos apologizes again and promises that everything is under control. The next day, Doug prepares another scene. He asks Ron to hold the snake for filming. Ron tries to stay calm and act brave, but his fear takes over. Panicking, Ron suddenly throws the snake into the water, shocking everyone around him. The boat's propellers spin violently and cut the snake into pieces. The group is shocked and heartbroken by what happens. That night, they hold a small funeral for the snake to honor it. During the ceremony, one of Mark's men secretly watches them and reports Anna's location. Before he can leave, a giant anaconda suddenly attacks and swallows him whole. Later, Ron apologizes to Carlos for throwing the snake into the water. He opens up about his life as a struggling Hollywood actor who only gets tiny roles. Carlos is moved by Ron's honesty and determination. He promises Ron that he will go into the jungle and capture a new snake, believing this movie could finally make Ron a star. Sadly, while Carlos searches the jungle, the real anaconda attacks him and kills him. Carlos never returns. As night falls and Carlos is still missing, the group becomes worried. Steve is drunk, but despite this, they decide they must go look for Carlos. Anna joins them, guiding the group into the jungle. While searching, they come across a large truck. Suddenly, the anaconda throws Carlos's dead body onto the truck, horrifying everyone. The massive snake then reveals itself. The group jumps into the truck and tries to escape, but the engine stalls. Doug steps out to fix it just as the anaconda crawls closer. At the last moment, they manage to pull Doug back into the truck and drive off, with the snake chasing them through the jungle. Soon, Mark's remaining men block their path. Anna explains that they are just local criminals, not professionals. She finds a gun and kills the goons one by one. Steve records everything on camera, and Doug notices that Anna looks powerful and natural on screen. They finally return to the boat. Suddenly, Mark attacks them, but Anna quickly overpowers and knocks him out. Taking control of the situation, Anna offers to guide the group to a nearby island, where they can reach an airport and finally escape the jungle. Doug decides he will finish the movie no matter what. He rewrites the script and makes a big change. He removes Ron as the main hero and makes Anna the lead character instead. Doug says that movies with strong female leads often win awards like Oscars. In the new story, Ron and Kat play treasure hunters who get into trouble, and Anna saves them. Ron and Kat feel upset and pushed aside, but Doug does not change his mind. That night, Ron sits with Kat and talks about his life. He feels like his acting career has failed. He says he is tired of getting small roles and being forgotten. Kat opens up too. She says that even though she is successful as a lawyer, her husband cheated on her and left her. She feels lonely and broken inside. Ron tells Kat that it is never too late to start again. He says this movie was supposed to be their fresh start. The next day, Ron angrily confronts Doug. He says Doug would still be stuck filming boring wedding videos if it were not for him. Doug fires back, saying Ron lied and put everyone in danger. While they are arguing, a huge ship passes by the river. On board are Ice Cube. One of the crew members explains that they are filming the official Sony reboot of Anaconda. The group is shocked. Under pressure, Ron finally admits the truth. He never owned the movie rights. He lied about everything. Doug explodes with anger. He realizes how dangerous their situation is. Ron tries to defend himself, saying that his lie helped them escape their dull lives and chase their dreams. Doug does not forgive him and orders Ron to leave immediately. Ron leaves alone on a small boat, heartbroken and ashamed. As he travels, he reaches the Sony film location. The set is completely destroyed. Equipment is broken, and the area is silent. Suddenly, Ron sees the assistant director get attacked and eaten by the anaconda. Terrified, Ron realizes the danger is real. He rushes back to his friends, begging for help. Back at camp, Kat and Steve turn against Doug, blaming him for pushing Ron away. Tensions rise as the group begins to fall apart, and the deadly snake is still out there. Doug refuses to quit the movie. Even with all the danger, he says they will finish the film with Anna as the lead. But suddenly, Anna pulls out a gun. She points it at everyone and forces the group to go with her to a nearby island. On the island, Anna makes them dig into the ground. They uncover hidden packets of gold. The truth comes out. Anna is a smuggler who has been hiding stolen gold. Just then, Mark appears. He reveals that he is actually a police officer. He says he has been protecting the jungle and tracking smugglers like Anna. From far away, Ron fires a shot and injures Mark, trying to save his friends. Anna does not hesitate. She kills Mark and turns her gun on the group again. They are terrified and have nowhere to run. Suddenly, the ground shakes. The giant anaconda bursts out of the water. In a shocking moment, it grabs Anna and drags her into the river, killing her. The group screams and runs in fear. As they try to escape, they get lost in the jungle. Then the worst happens. The anaconda attacks again and snatches Doug. The others believe Doug is dead. Heartbroken, they walk away in tears. Moments later, the snake throws Doug's body near them. Steve makes a terrible suggestion. He says they should use Doug's body as bait, so the snake follows it and lets them escape. With heavy hearts, they agree. They place Doug in an open field with other animals nearby. The anaconda slowly moves closer. Suddenly, they notice something unbelievable. Doug is still alive. They shout at him to run. Doug jumps up and runs as fast as he can. A pig that was sleeping on him wakes up, squealing loudly. The anaconda attacks the pig instead, giving Doug a chance to escape. Doug survives. The group runs until they reach the destroyed movie set from the Sony production. The anaconda attacks again, but gunshots scare it away. The man holding the gun steps forward. It is Ice Cube, the hero from the original Anaconda movie. He hides the group and explains that the set is filled with explosives and cameras, but the snake destroyed the control system. Ice Cube tells them that Jennifer Lopez and Eric are missing in the jungle, and he must go find them. Before leaving, he gives Ron a gun. With Ice Cube gone, Doug and Ron work together again. They decide to use the broken movie set and the explosives to trap and finally kill the anaconda. The group finally finds the detonator that controls the explosives on the movie set. To attract the giant snake, they shout loudly and make noise. Doug drives a car straight into the set while the anaconda chases him, smashing through everything in its way. Steve and Kat press the buttons to trigger the explosions. Big blasts shake the ground, but the anaconda is still alive. It roars and keeps moving toward them. Just when all hope seems lost, Ron steps forward with his gun. He repeats the same brave line he said as a child in their old movie. "No one can kill my friends while I am here." Ron fires his gun at a gas line. A massive explosion erupts, engulfing the Anaconda in fire. This time, the blast is powerful enough. The giant snake is finally destroyed. The friends survive, exhausted but victorious. 1 year passes and everything has changed. Doug and his friends attend the Buffalo Film Festival, where their low-budget Anaconda movie wins an award. The crowd cheers, and Doug finally feels proud of chasing his dream. Their risky adventure turned into something amazing. Ron's life improves too. He lands a real acting job on the TV show SWAT. Kat and Ron grow closer and decide to get married. Doug films their wedding, but in his own creative way, styled like the monster from Alien, making it fun and strange. At the very end, something unbelievable happens. Jennifer Lopez visits Doug's house in person. She tells him she watched his unauthorized Anaconda movie and loved it. She offers Doug the chance of a lifetime to direct her new official Anaconda film. Doug is left completely overwhelmed, realizing that his dream has finally come true.